Welcome to this exciting episode where I take you fast through the making of the mould and show you straight to the most expensive disaster I've made, where I wasted, I don't know, hundreds of quid's worth of carbon fibre. But let's get on with it. I used coupling coat with chopped strand instead of that cloth stuff. So much better. Polished the mould, popped out beautifully. One bit stayed behind, but even that popped out nicely with a little bit of persuasion.
Well, it looks like does get better with practice. I've literally just wiped the mold crap off this. A little bit of sanding around the edges just to see what came off. Trim the bits off the mold. But this is pretty close to good.
At this point I was feeling so happy and confident I even got some extra gel coat with a bit of wax added to fill in any of the little dents to make this perfect.
The gel coat added worked, so I got that half and that half. I've been waxing them, so the big one says 5 coats, the little one 2. It's nearly 11, so I'll call it night for tonight. Tomorrow,
Yeah, forget what he was going to say. Tomorrow we cook it out completely. So watch the end to see the disaster unfold.
I got a nice early start this morning. Everything's been polished, bolted together, ready to lay up. I'm now just trying to think about the layup. I'm using that peel ply template I used last time to make sure I cut the carbon right. But I'm thinking about bagging it. Following a suggestion from one of the listeners, I'm going to be putting a bag right the way around the whole thing, which means I need to clean up the back side of this so it doesn't pierce it. So there's some 200, which is a cosmetic layer, carefully laid in there. There's another 200 to go underneath it. This is some 600 I'm literally just cutting out the template for. I've got the red bag laid underneath with tape around. The idea is when I put that and the resin in, I'll then fold that over, seal it, and that will vacuum pack. Not sure how much of the rest of it I'm going to be able to film because it's kind of hectic once it gets started, but I'll try to get some footage. If not, we'll see what I can next film.
Turns out I didn't film any of it because I had the camera in photo mode instead of video mode. But here's the wing. It popped out. Looks perfect. It's really, really good. So no damage so far, but it's a bit flexy. It's as if the epoxy hasn't really hardened even though it's had time. Never mind. If I chuck it in the sauna, put a heat cycle through, it'll stiffen up and everything will be wonderful. Disaster alert.
And here's the latest front wing and 7 shades of bollocks. Look at that. Obviously the resin was still soft. I guess I didn't mix enough filler into it and that top's just collapsed. I don't think that's going to sand out. So, it looks like this entire fucking wing is a write-off.
Now I've calmed down a bit and a little less sweary. What I did, I raised it upside down in the sauna, heated it up, but it collapsed under its own weight, which is where all the ripples come from, and then baked hard so I couldn't correct it. Yeah, I look at these 2 wings, tell which one's the wrong one. Mildly pissed off to say the least. So now I have to go back to the mould, clear off all the crap on that, and do it all over again. But that's the next exciting episode where you'll see me do a perfect wing. Like and subscribe to ensure future disappointments.